I should be like you, Melvin.
Bloody hell, we are back. Chris?
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep during that introduction. Sorry,
Come on, Chris. Come on. You know,
I thought it was going on that long. I didn't know whether to go and take the dog for a walk or have a quick nap.
You're not Jimmy Quinn. You're not Jimmy Quinn. You're going for a dog walk and things like that.
And it's not a euphemism for anything else. Hello, folks. Welcome back. We're here.
Cherry Fox again.
Yes.
And we have got
little and large. Little and large. And I'm little.
What am I?
Fucking elephant in the room.
Well, to see. And, you know, let's be honest, lots has been going on in Euro 2024. We're in the bloody final again.
We are. I'm glad to say you are supporting your nation of birth.
Well, I did have the England shirt on, you know, yesterday, and also for the Switzerland game, and every single game so far. But yeah, I decided to wear, you know, the world's greatest team's colours today in AFC Bournemouth.
Oh, we got some comments. Is somebody...
We have, yeah, we have. Oh, it's Matt Harrison.
Oh, it's Matt.
Paddy needs to buy an England. I bloody do have an England shirt. I do.
Matt,
I'll tell you what, the new ones are 80 odd quid.
Matt, can I just say, if you want to do a takeover, I have to do this show with you instead of this numpty.
Who are you calling numpty?
You. Who else is it? You know. But no, it is Euros.
Yes.
I know we won't go. I know we said we'd come to the final later.
Yeah.
But we will.
Yeah.
And we'll go back and have a look, because I tell you what though England are doing, which really impressed me. We need to see the comment.
No, I do want. Did you know Gareth Southgate has got an inside job in Germany? Have you heard about this?
No, dude. I don't think he knows what's going on.
I think he does.
No, he's
I
got
think
to
he does.
confuse
He is Southgate. You know, does he turn you on, Chris? Gareth?
Look, I've got to say, and I'm going to do a spot on my radio show in the mornings, confession time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to make a confession here that at the end of the groups, we're going to talk groups, we're going to talk, it's the Euro show today.
Yes.
That I actually said I wanted Southgate out. Even if we won it, I said he's had his time, he's done well. My support for Southgate was very much because I thought the criticism we got was uncalled for. And let's be honest with you, you're an England manager. If they don't pick your favourite player, that's it. You don't like the manager. You know, when was the last manager we actually everybody probably liked? It was probably Venables, and he only had one fucking tournament. You know.
Well, Sam Allardyce wasn't too bad, was he?
Well, he 100% record.
He has, yeah. He has.
So I think fans that know nothing about football, and that includes us, seem to think we can do a better job than the guy that's in charge, and do a better job than the guy that's actually got us to 3 out of 4 semi-finals.
Yeah.
Then that other one was a quarter-final, and 2 Euro finals in a row. That ain't bad going for a manager, is it?
No, and you know, in fact, me and Matt were talking about this the other day. That if you look at Sir Alf Ramsey's records, Sir Alf, you know, of course, is encapsulated into folklore because of 1966.
Yes, of course it is. Yes.
But you know, he failed to qualify for a competition tournament.
Two, I think, didn't he? Yeah.
I think it was Euros and a World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Matt can confirm that, but
yeah, because that's why he was sacked, because we lost to Poland with Peter Shilton wearing the all-white goalkeeping strip.
But personally, you know, Southgate, I even made the video and I turned around and said, sack him after the group games, you know, bring in Eddie Howe, somebody who can...
You wanted him gone now, didn't you, during the tournament?
Because I thought that, you know, the attacking side, you know, we're an attacking force. You know, we've got great attacking players. And the thing is, you know, I thought, why don't we replace him now and bring somebody else in who can do that, revitalise this team? You know, somebody who, you know, okay, it's 4 games, it's a gamble, but, you know, I couldn't see this under Southgate. I've got to be honest, and we'll touch on the game last night. I was very, 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 very impressed with that first half.
Very?
Very. It was sexy football. Sexy football. Now, the thing is if we play like that against Spain, we've got a chance.
Yes.
If we play like we did against Slovakia for all but, you know, 5 minutes, we've got absolutely no hope in hell.
Oh, we have, and I'll tell you for why, right? Well, first of all, let me come back with one thing, is that we have done what we always say the Germans do well, and what, in fairness, the Dutch have done well.
What shithouse our way to the final?
Improved during the tournament.
Yes.
Like Germany, all right, I mean, look, they were playing Scotland. You and me could have turned up and beaten Scotland that day. But,
sorry, Doug.
But look, it's you know, that Germany usually start poorly and then go on and win the damn thing.
Yes.
That's what we've done. And I'll tell you the other team that's done it as well. That was Holland. Holland came through as one of the best of the third places. If my memory serves me right, did they not?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
And yet they'd improved. And that game against Turkey, they were really good. So
they were.
We're doing the same. We're improving. Hi Wayne, how you doing? We're only improving, which is the best thing to do. Now, okay, so we don't like this player on this side and that player on that side.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who. If you picked fucking 12 Jude Bellinghams, we'd have said, oh, he's got too many, blah, blah, blah. Oh, 11. Blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever he does, there's going to be somebody somewhere that thinks it's the wrong decision because they think they know better.
The Bellingham situation, you know, he had a sterling game against, you know, Serbia. Yeah. You know, he ran them ragged and then kind of went a little bit missing. But there was people saying drop him and things like that. You can't drop him. I think against the Spanish, he could be the key because, of course, plays for Real Madrid and knows these players well, and he could be the key. I think we've got to keep that Yamin Lamau quiet.
Yes.
He looks very dangerous.
I think he's just delayed the kickoff, and then he'll have to go to bed because he's only 16. If he gets past his bedtime, you watch, they'll take him off after 60 minutes because his mum will be ringing up saying, he's got to come home now. You can keep the ball, but he's got to come home.
I did see one of these AI, Gareth Southgate things, and, it turned around and mentioned Prince Andrew, and I was like in hysterics.
Moving on. Anyway.
Honestly, have you seen them? The AI Gareth Southgate thing.
But look, I just think he could prove us all wrong. And he deserves the support. Basically, he obviously knows all the criticism. And he's basically said, fuck off, I'm doing it my way. Which is what the manager should do. And like I've said to you before, if Areola picks players you don't like, he's got your entire fan base, what's that, about 5,000? They'll be going like, you missed that one, folks. Did you?
I kind of listened. Kind of.
I said your entire fan base, which is about 5,000. But you've basically got all the Bournemouth fans going, that's wrong. If Cooper does something we don't like, we'll all be going, all the Leicester fans.
Well, look at what Gary O'Neill had. Gary O'Neill was pulled from pillar to post.
Yeah. But, people will go with, and I'm sorry, let's say we win, and it's a boring game, let's say, on Sunday.
Yeah.
It gets to the 89th minute, and it goes in off Bellingham's testicle. Right?
What, he just swings his balls?
He swings his balls.
Apparently he's got
massive balls.
Has he?
Yes.
Yeah. But he's a man of very many talents.
He is.
I don't know what they feed him up there.
But when you do that, right, and we win it, who will give a fuck if we were shit against Slovenia or we only just scraped through against Slovakia? Nobody will. Because we've won the fucking thing. And it's like Leicester last season. We were 17 points clear at the top. And I've got people coming on my channel going, oh, this Enzo, he plays boring football, doesn't he? It's not exciting. And he passes it around the back. We're 17 points clear at the fucking top of the table. What do you want? You're never, ever going to please everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think we've got to... Look at what Southgate's done. Nobody... He's managed 101 games now.
Yeah.
Only Ralph Ramsey, who was our first proper manager, and Winterbottom, who was, he wasn't really the manager, but he was the one that said you need to get somebody in like in the Ramsey.
Yes, yeah.
They've done more, but his win percentage is reasonably good, but nobody's got us to this many semi-finals.
No.
Or this many
quarterfinals. But then
finals.
again, I think he has got the golden generation. And I think, honestly, this
We've
side are the best team.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that it's going to. No, but you said the other day he didn't have a very good game.
He didn't. He is a human being, in part.
But having the golden generation doesn't mean diddly squat.
Yeah, but we could have, a Ballon d'Or winner in our side. Don't get me wrong, Michael Owen won the Ballon d'Or at one point, which kind of says something. But
no, you see, Belgium have just had their golden generation. What have they won?
Nothing.
Holland have had golden generations for a while. What did they win?
Nothing.
Exactly. So having the golden generation doesn't mean anything.
It does come down to the manager, and you're quite right in that, Chris. But, I made a video the other week, and I was like, replace him, get rid of him now, because I couldn't see it. I couldn't see this. But I guess this is why me and you aren't managers. Playing Football Manager or something like that is not, is not all FIFA.
Well, Gareth Southgate doesn't have a cheat vote, does he?
Well, no, he can't restart the game if he's losing 3-0.
When I used to do, the last time which was pre-kids, when I played Football Manager, I had the time, I used to save it after every game, so that when I played the next game, if I was losing, I could turn it off and go back and start the game again.
What's the fucking point of that?
Well, you win things.
It's cheap.
Yeah,
It's cheap.
That's what that's cheat mode.
I'm guessing you was manager of Leicester.
Of course.
Yeah, and Leicester won the Premier League under you before Ranieri, did they?
No, we came second.
Did you?
Yes, but no way. Look, joking aside, it is a hard job.
I never did.
And
I never did
you know.
that. I did take Aldershot Town to the Premier League and into Europe as well. You know, things like that get forgotten about.
Yes, quite rightly. The question you've got to ask is why.
Why Aldershot?
Yes. No, just why did you do it?
Don't know.
I mean, Reading, I'd understand, but Aldershot.
But no, I thought, well, you know, it's like one of those, you know, when I used to play FIFA, I picked the shittest team on there.
We're Bournemouth on it.
Yes, we were.
Ah.
And yeah, we weren't particularly very good on some FIFA. So yes, I did do the minus 17, you know, which of course we weren't on minus 17 on FIFA. The minus 17 challenge with that side.
But the thing is, exactly, but when I did it, Leicester were in the Championship. This was pre-all Premier League.
See, you're already a little bit more in, you know, advanced. You know, there's me going down to League 2 or the National League.
Leicester will always be in advance.
Here we go. No, you haven't. Where were you last season?
Well, apart from last season.
Let's have a look. Oh, fucking nowhere.
Can I just say, Spencer, hi, how you doing? Wayne, ouch. What was the ouch for? Can I just say, and I've said this on a few shows, because we both know Dan, the Burnley fan.
Yes.
And I've got to say, commiserations to him.
Oh, yes.
He has got the bin man.
Yes, I've got to say, you know, in fact, I did go on his channel and, you know, had some frank words to say, you know, like some people, and there was a video that went out, and, you know, I won't say who it was, but it was about Gary O'Neill, and somebody really slated him from our fan base. But the thing is I did that with Scott Parker. And to be honest, you know, 37 points from the first 15 games. Not bad. The problem was as soon as things like injuries or suspensions come along, Scott Parker was like, what do we do now? Talking about Reading, that game at Dean Court, you know, we was 1-0 up, should have been probably about 5, and could have ended up losing that game because of Scott Parker's stupid tactics. The Derby game, should have bloody lost that, you know, all day, every day of the week. So Scott Parker is not the manager that people make him out to be. He's very good at getting teams out of the Championship.
Yeah, fair play
and
to
he's
him on that, yeah.
He's good at, you know, keeping that momentum from the previous manager. But his Vincent Kompany has left the club. So he's got a Vincent Kompany who's left the club, but actually left on quite a bit of a high with them. And then they still got relegated, but they were playing some decent football. Scott Parker can take that, pick that up. But what happens when things need to be changed? How does he manage these young kids? You know, when Burnley do go up, you know, is he going to turn around and do what he did with Maxim Denham, which is turn around and say, I haven't got enough money here. You know, Maxim then bought him Senesi.
Do we know how long the deal he's on?
3 years. 3 years.
Ouch. I mean, yeah, like you say, he can probably get teams up. Well, what gets me with Burnley, is that they turned it round. They got this new guy in from America in the club. He seems to be doing a lot with the fans. He had the fans on his side. Company, all right, it's not his fault. You're going to go. If it was Leicester, Bournemouth, anything below the Big Six, you're going to go to Bayern Munich. Of course you are.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And so that's a bit of a foot. But he left before Enzo left us, and I thought we took an age to get Cooper in. But we finally got Cooper in. I messaged Dan and went, "Have you got a manager yet?" And he went, "No." I'm thinking, how fucking long does it take?
You know, he's just been out of work as well.
Yeah.
So he could have been a lot quicker. The thing is...
Thank you, Burnley, for giving everybody else a break.
Giving everybody a laugh, to be honest. But the thing is, as well, with Super Scotty Parker,
Bin man.
Yeah, Postman Parker.
Yeah.
The thing is,
does wear a lovely cardigan.
He does. But that day he threw our whole team under the bus. He turned around and moaned about Maxim, but without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best owners that we could have had. We didn't have an endless pot of gold. Yes, maybe the side was a little bit under-equipped, but Gary O'Neill kept that side up. And Scott Parker was going, after a 9-0 defeat, was going, we didn't do, and saying about throwing it under the bus, the players aren't good enough, we haven't been supported. It's bollocks. I tell you what did him was we beat Aston Villa, good result. Of course, Steven Gerrard was in charge at that point, so that's a bit of a cheat card in itself to us. Then we had Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Man City, to be honest, had no grumps about that game. Arsenal, 2 goals conceded in the first 10 minutes. Scott Parker then changed it a bit. Yes, we lost 3-0, but at the same time, I thought, okay, he's changed it, he's made those tactical changes, not too bad. When you find something that works, and this is something that I moan about Southgate, because, I hope he doesn't revert back to type against Spain. I hope he goes with what he started with the Netherlands against the Netherlands. Is when you then go back to something that didn't work. And that's what Scott Parker did. Let's stick the whole fucking team behind the ball. Let them just pass in front of us, like Arsenal did. And you know what? We're not going to change it this time. Mo Salah was thinking, this is great. We were just passing for fun in front of us. We just weren't doing much. So Scott Parker, useless in the Premier League, useless manager as well. I know for a fact that one of his first training sessions, I won't name the player, but I was told by a Fulham fan of this that, when Scott Parker went into Bournemouth, his first training session was just to talk about himself, rather than, right, okay, this is how we want to play, this is how we're going to do it going forward, this is what I want everybody to work on, this is what, my philosophy is. No, he decided to talk about his own career for a whole training session. Now, I can't say if that's true or not, again, that's second-hand information, but, knowing what Scott Parker's like, it sounds true.
A bit like Brian Clough in Leeds.
Yeah, but Brian Clough had pedigree.
Yeah, but he still talked about himself for the hour and told them all they're all cheap.
Have you ever watched that one about with Dean Saunders? Do you like flowers?
Yes.
What's your favourite flowers?
Cooper got Forest promoted after an awful start. And to his goodness. Sorry, I was just reading Wayne's essay.
To be honest, he's got a point though. Forest. We played Forest. That season, one of the first games, we went up to the City Ground, and they were toilet. And under Chris Hughton, a man that I really do like. But they changed it. Cooper revitalised it, got me firing in the right direction. So,
we've done a show about it, but I'm happy he's here. I'm pleased he was one of my choices. So, yes. Right.
Can we get back to the Euros?
I was about to say, should we get back to the Euros?
We've diverted to a bin man.
We have.
Diverted to a bin man. Bin day is tomorrow, Chris.
Is it?
So, make sure you get your bin there. There you go.
I've been there.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wheelie, yes, wheelie bin.
Yeah.
Hey, right. Let's have a look and let's have a look at these groups. Right. Well, oops, I've got to log on again. Look pretty at the camera for a minute.
There we go. What's that? Pornhub.
Yeah, you don't remember? You sent me the link.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Debbie does Doncaster.
You ever been to Doncaster?
No, I haven't, to be honest.
No, you've got Bevilder's Bournemouth, haven't you?
That's Bournemouth.
It's his other woman. Right, let us have a look. Let us have a look at the group.
Wendy does Wickham.
Well, why not? Right, Group A. Group A.
More does great about. Where? I know. Fanny does Frome.
Did we say before we go through every single female name here? Matt, get yourself down,
honestly,
please.
It's bloody brilliant, this.
Get down here. Get down here now, Matt, and help me out, please. Right.
Just take over from me,
yes,
Matt. That's
please.
what he wants.
Yes.
That's what he's desperate for.
I'll pay. Right. Group 1, Group A. That was Germany, Switzerland, Hungary, and Scotland. Only 2 teams went through. I was to me, well, it made me laugh because look, there's rivalry with Scotland.
Wait. How did Scotland do it?
They came bottom. They did come bottom.
Oh, honestly.
I had them coming second, to be honest.
Do you know what? I said that they were going to get through. I thought that they were going to get through because I didn't think that they were a bad side. Remember, Scotland beat Spain.
Well, I thought on the back of a good qualifying run that they might take that into the tournament itself. But I mean, that first game was a disaster for them.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're the team that's playing in the opening game that isn't the host nation, really you've just got to go for it because that host nation has got the eyes of the whole country on them. Everybody behind them. They say, right, this is in Germany. You're the German team. We want a good performance from you. And basically, Scotland were like a sick dog that just laid over and let Germany tickle the tummy. They were awful that game. Absolutely awful. But Germany, 2 wins and a draw, went through, which probably wasn't the biggest surprise in the world. Switzerland, though, coming second. Switzerland always
to go out.
I did. Well, I had Germany and Scotland, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I had them possibly as one of the best thirds, but Switzerland always just seem to get through, don't they?
To be honest, they were convincing. They were really, really convincing in this tournament. You know, I thought the Swiss were very good.
Yes.
You know, they didn't lose a game in normal time. You know, of course, it took penalties for us to beat them. You know, during that match, they were very, very good. You know,
went ahead, didn't they?
Yeah, dangerous. You know, going forwards. So, yeah, personally, the Swiss, you know, I really do rate.
They were on a roll, weren't they?
Yeah. You're a good one, aren't you? But yeah, to be honest, I think from this group, you know, Steve Clarke, you know, has shown why he's not a top level manager. He's shown that he's not a top level manager. I think, you know, he was very, very poor. You know, he made Ryan Christie look a poor player. And Ryan Christie's not a poor player. It was really disappointing. Hungary, I've got to say, you know, we're also disappointing. There's lots of quality in that Hungarian team.
Yeah.
Milos Kerkez wasn't particularly very good, of course, a former player. You know, I think the right 2 teams went through.
Probably, yes. Probably.
You know, but both, you know, Hungary and Scotland.
Scotland's group, I've got to say to all the Scottish fans that were singing "No Scotland, No Party," yes, we're still going to have a fucking party even though you're not there. Anyway, Group B, Spain.
Group B.
Now,
Group B.
I think we all thought Spain would go through.
Well, this was the thing.
Oh no, you didn't say Spain wouldn't go through, did you?
No. I actually had them as 3rd place.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. This was ridiculous. I thought
you're making my predictions look good here.
I thought the Italians would shit their way to it. I thought Croatia would. Always good, Croatia. You know, they were disappointing in this tournament.
They were very, very. I wanted Albania. I really. It's just the underdog thing.
Yeah. I've got to be fair, though. Croatia, would have put more of a fight than Italy did, had they gone through. Because the thing was Italy, throughout this tournament, were poor.
Yes, they were.
Remember, Albania went ahead against Italy.
Yes.
Well,
in fairness, Italy did give it to them, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. They got beat by Spain, fair enough. That's understandable. And yeah, then the draw against Croatia that got them through, but they were moments from going out. So to be fair, the Italians haven't been great. They weren't great against Switzerland. They didn't really lay a glove on Switzerland, whereas the team at the top of that group, of course, are the most dangerous team in this competition.
Well,
and the team
having watched their first game when they beat Croatia, who, to me, that Spain-Croatia was going to be the game of the group.
Yeah.
You're potentially looking at first and second. Now, Spain, in the space of 30 minutes, absolutely tore Croatia once.
Yeah.
They put Croatia
taller than
to
you,
the bottom.
arsehole.
They did. I wasn't going to say that because I didn't want to lower myself to that sort of level. But you don't. You set yourself low standards. You set yourself low standards, and you very rarely come up to them. That's the thing. So Italy were lucky to get through. And I sort
he's
of.
over here. Yeah, he's in the next
What the fuck are you going on about now?
Mavis.
It's not Mavis. Mavis doesn't exist.
Mavis was having a little look at you. She's like,
Mavis.
"Oh, I like
Look,
it."
Mavis doesn't exist. Look, where is Mavis? Look, nowhere. She's a figment of your imagination. I can't get this back on now. She's a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, see, you've been ballsed out. Look, there you go.
You got these posh cameras. Anyway, getting back to
Mavis.
leave your lovers alone. Leaving your lovers out. No,
I'll tell you what. The police car will turn up.
When I saw Spain beat Croatia, I thought they're going to win this whole thing.
They were impressive. They were impressive. But then again, Croatia were poor. To be fair, I think Spain have been outstanding throughout this tournament.
No, they have. They have. Group C, England, Denmark, Slovenia, and Serbia. Look, it wasn't the best of starts, but as we said earlier, this is tournament football. You've got a little mini league, and then you've got knockout stages.
To be fair, with that group, I'm sure Gareth Southgate was creaming himself when he saw that group.
Oh yes, and you would think, but this is the thing, isn't it? Because it's England, you think, oh look at that group, we're going to do a Spain and we're 3 out of 3. We're not. England are not this fucking powerhouse of a nation where we beat everybody. We used to because we invented the bloody game and we were better than everybody else. But slowly, all these other teams now are up there and they've caught us up. It's like, no disrespect, Bournemouth in the Premier League. You caught the rest of us up and are as good as the rest of us now and deserve to be there. And that's why Slovenians and Serbians and Albanians are there. But look, we started poorly in those good games, but we were top. We didn't lose. France did exactly the same as us in their group. We'll come on to it obviously later. Well, you can see it there. They didn't even win their group. They came second. So everybody was moaning, but we did what we had to do, which was to go through. And when have you ever known England smash a group? We don't, do we?
No, we don't. No, we don't. To be honest, we've had some good qualifying campaigns recently, and that's even pinch ourselves and think, this is weird.
Yes, but
we're used to fucking scraping through against Italy, 0-0.
Yes, but the thing is, in those days there was no seeding, so we would. Yeah. I'd sooner have that. I'd sooner test us against Italy or Germany in the same group. Now we get San Marino out of Mongolia, and like when Italy didn't qualify.
Created country now out of Mongolia.
That is the country.
No, it's not a country.
It's part of a country. Mongolia is a country.
Yes, but they're not in Euro.
I'm talking World Cup.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be in the European qualification.
Yeah,
Unless they reach the fucking.
they're part of China, and you never know what China gets up to these days. But look, no, but you see the point I'm making. If these clubs the teams cannot get out of these groups, they're so fucking easy, and they're so set up for the big clubs who make the money for UEFA and FIFA to get through. But anyway, you've diverted me again. So England through Denmark, Slovenia, Serbia. Serbia, perennial disappointments. They disappointed me in the World Cup.
Yeah, and to be honest, they've not got a terrible side. Mitrovic, was non-existent for them, really.
No.
They haven't got a bad side. They're very physical, very, very physical side. But, they don't have a lot of quality. Slovenia, on the other hand, did surprise me. And I thought Slovenia looked fairly decent.
Yeah, well, again, qualified as one of the better three.
Yeah, for a country like that, Slovenia, I don't know where, I couldn't point to it on a map. And, it sounds like it's an animal more than a country. But sorry to everybody from Slovenia. I've just said that your country sounds like an animal rather than a country. It's a bit offensive.
I'm not digging you out your hole that you dug yourself.
Sorry, Slovenia. Sorry. Denmark, they were disappointed.
Yeah.
Because I thought Denmark, but to be fair, Denmark could and probably should have beaten us. This is the slender margins, I mean. We could have been beaten by Slovenia. We could have been beaten by Denmark. And Serbia could have equalised against us. We wouldn't be in this position now because we would already be home by a few weeks.
I could have been married to Mila Kunis, but these things don't happen.
You would have been a fucking lucky man.
I would have been.
Margot Robbie, Oh, yeah.
But they're all ifs, buts and maybes.
Oh, congratulations to Margot Robbie, of course, this week.
Well, I did send you that link to say she was pregnant. Have you had a paternity test?
I haven't, no, but, yeah.
When you sent her a pair of your soiled pants in the post?
Is it coming out with now? No.
Let's go to Group D, shall we?
Oh, hang on. Hold on. Hello, it's Margot.
That's not
it's
Margot.
Yours.
That's Margot when she was younger, shall we say. Group D.
Group D.
Now, Austria, wow. Where the hell did they come from?
I thought they were very, very good.
They were.
Against Turkey, even, they were very,
Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, if only he'd been given time at Man United, who knows? But Man United don't give managers times, do they? Or they haven't done up until now. Austria, basic football, mostly were they not 4-4-2 or similar?
Yeah, something like that, weren't they?
They lost the first game, but wow, I was rooting for them. Will you stop sending dick pics to Margot Robbie?
Sorry.
That's all right. Did you have it on wide? Or did you have to zoom in?
Zoom in, piss off. He won't fit in the one picture. dear.
Good. Anyway, so yeah, Austria there. France going through. They have totally... They got to a semi-final. All right, they got knocked out of the semi-final, scoring one goal from open play, one penalty, and 2 own goals. That was their scoring record, and that's France, who not so long ago were top of the world.
Oh, exactly. The French, some people said that they were the best defensive team.
No.
I didn't think they were great. I don't think they were that great.
I
said that all along.
The best thing that can happen with the French? You take the Channel Tunnel, join it up to the M25, so when all the French come through, they come through, big round in one circle, and straight back down and back to France again. That's the best thing that can happen with the French.
Chris has upset the whole of France, so hello, France. Do you want to say hello to France, Chris?
No, I fucking hate them.
Lovely. I thought I went to France, went to Paris. Very nice people, actually. I thought.
You know what though? I'll be buggered if I go to Gay Paris.
How do you?
Think of it. Think of what I've just said. I'll be buggered if I go to Gay Paris.
That's poor.
This is the humour that people want.
This is what everybody wants, isn't it?
This is what the crowd want. This is why they watch us.
Yes.
And I apologise to basically everybody. I think I probably wasn't anybody. I don't think I got onto trans, did I? But that'll come later. I'm sure.
Oh dear. Anyway, we're going to new levels now.
Netherlands going to only as one of the best third place teams. Surprise. They've obviously got rid of Martinez, who went to Portugal.
Netherlands? No, that's Belgium.
That's Belgium, you're quite right. Oh no, they had Koeman. Now, can I just say, I'm going to sidetrack here.
Yeah.
And I put this up on Twitter the other day. Revenge is best served cold. Ronald fucking Koeman, stuff yourself for getting Graham Taylor that time by not getting sent off. And going through and putting this out to Koeman. Hang on, there you go. I've upset all the Dutch as well now.
Yeah, you've upset all the Dutch, and you've upset Ronald Koeman, and you've upset Everton. But
excuse me, I voted for Brexit. I don't care.
Fair enough. But surely Koeman was a good manager, wasn't he? Everton.
He was at Southampton, wasn't he?
He was at Southampton. He was also at Everton, but he did a good job, didn't he?
I don't think if you speak to Everton fans, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Did he do a good job? Oh, hang on. Hold on. We've got a message coming in. Hang on.
Bullshit.
Well, there we go. that's what Koeman did at Everton.
Yes, I didn't think he did that well. I think you could have nudged me so I could have been in on that joke with you.
Oh, sorry.
Bullshit.
So Netherlands. Look, I haven't lost any viewers. So Netherlands only going through in third. Poland disappointing again. There's a lot of players here that we're not going to see at tournaments again.
Yeah.
Who's the well-known Lewandowski? Never say that. I would have to get somebody else to say it first.
Is that why you did it? You knew who he was, but he was like that Polish bloke.
Yes, I'm not going to pronounce. I'll let you pronounce it, then I can just copy you. Lewandowski. I think we've seen the end of him, haven't we?
Yeah.
Now,
but Poland were very, very poor. Very disappointing. To be honest, I like the Poles. I was hoping that they could do something. What's that look?
Good thing.
The Poles? Polish?
Yes, I know.
Polish.
I know, yeah.
Are you going to upset the whole of Poland now as well? Are we just going to upset the whole of Europe?
Yeah, why not? We're Britain. We don't need them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
so there we are. Poland. Chris has upset you all as well. They were friends. I like Poland.
We went to war with them, didn't we?
Christ. What is this show becoming?
Well, no, they had the local fire station. They didn't know whether the fire station here should go on strike or not. So they took a pole and everybody fell through the hole in the floor. That's not what I was thinking, and I had to get it right in my own mind. I bet you all sat there thinking, well, shut up. If you want 3 hours of this every morning, SurreyHillsCommunityRadio.co.uk.
There we are.
7 to 10 every weekday morning.
And it's a lot better than watching Philip Schofield.
Yes. Well, he's not on anymore. What do you mean?
No.
It's better than hearing about people employing people in India for paying them in.
No, that's actually quite exciting. No, hang on, hold on. Has anybody seen my work YouTube channel? It's called Think Local, Employ Global. Now, what you can. So what we do is we enable you to scale and onboard people anywhere in the world. You don't need to enter your bank account in the country which you're looking to hire, and we do all the compliance, payroll, back office admin for you. So if you want to find out a little bit more about that, hit me up. So Dave, if who are watching Surrey Hills Community Radios, you know, if you want international people, bring them on. See?
This show is brought to you by Reach Global. Was it Reach Global? No, what's it called?
What?
What's your company called?
Multiplier.
This show is brought to you by Multiplier. Do go and check them out, everybody.
Yes.
Or their competition, Subtractor.
No.
Multiplier, Subtractor. Multiplier, Subtract.
He's a witty one, this. Yeah, but don't go check out the competition. Just come straight to me.
Anyway.
Right, go on.
That doesn't exist, by the way. I just made that up, Subtractor. They're not a real company.
Subtractor?
Yes.
No, I don't think they are. Maybe they make submarines. Maybe there is a company out there called a Subtractor, and they make submarines that just go down into the water. Well, that's what a submarine is.
That would be a good addition to everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Multiply, subtraction, addition.
Yeah.
I'm trying to divide my knowledge here. Let's just move on.
He's
Group
dividing.
Group E.
Right, Group E.
Romania top, Belgium, I think I have those two going through. Slovakia going through as third. Now, this is what annoys me.
Lukaku had a good tournament, didn't he? He had a whale of a time in Germany.
Where's bullshit? Where's bullshit?
Oh, bullshit. Yeah,
Yes.
Lukaku. Carl, did Lukaku have a good tournament?
Bullshit.
Yes.
I tell you what, it never gets old, does it?
No.
Never gets old.
No.
Although saying that, it would have been better if you'd actually gone and worked out where to do that and press that yourself. Because at the end
but I
of the
didn't want to
day,
bring
where's
you
bullshit? Where's the bullshit? Where's the bullshit?
I didn't want to bring the porno thing up by mistake.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Fair enough.
that could have been very embarrassing.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, so Romania went through top. Now look, what a group. 3 teams all got 4 points. All won 1, lost 1, drew 1. I mean, Ukraine came 4th. I think everybody's past this. Let's feel sympathy for Ukraine. I think we've had that. Yes, it's wrong what's going on, but let's get, at the end of the day now, they're in the competition. They shouldn't get any special favours.
Yeah, exactly.
But coming 4th with 4 points and where are we? Yeah, Slovenia come through 3rd with 3 points. They go through. How does that work?
This is the big argument because the Ukraine, they started off very, very poor. That first game was terrible. That first game was absolutely terrible by the Ukraine. It was just a complete and utter collapse at the back. Just nowhere to be seen.
You don't want your back collapsing, do you?
No. Belgium, on the other hand, they were. I thought that they were a little bit hard done by for Lukaku. There was arguments that some of those goals should have stood. Romelu didn't have a very good tournament. He didn't enjoy it very much in Germany. He should have had a couple more goals. He is a powerhouse up front, but the golden generation for Belgium's gone. And
I'm sorry. I agree 100% with everything you said there for once. But
that's nice.
Yeah,
you don't agree with much.
No, but I do agree with everything you said there. But Lukaku is shit.
No,
Yes, he is.
No, Hold on. Let's take this to Carl.
Bullshit.
No.
You disagree with Carl Pilkington?
Yes.
You disagree with the Messiah,
I
Carl
do,
Pilkington?
yes. I've never watched
We're
one of
only
his
using
programs.
that now.
We are.
You've never watched An Idiot Abroad?
No.
Did you ever watch Cherry Abroad?
Why do I need to? I've got you as a mate.
Did you watch a Cherry Abroad where I went around Abu Dhabi and Dubai and India?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I tell you
But
what,
look.
if anybody wants to watch my adventures, please do go and watch them because I actually had a whale of a time. There's also something on the channel that I put up the other day because I thought, well, shall I do some more random things? And there's a sloth, climbing across a roof. Don't know why I put it up, But I filmed it with my own camera, and I thought this is quite cool. So I thought I'd upload it. But to be honest, it's not Marwell Zoo compared to Dubai and Abu Dhabi is a little bit different.
For those of you that remember, we used to have the Secret 7 and the Famous 5, the odious one.
Don't know what you're on about.
But look, I'm sorry, Lukaku, absolutely rubbish.
Well, he scored 4 goals.
Yeah,
Absolutely none of them exist.
Well,
counted.
I know, but therefore they weren't goals. But anyway, so Romania did well. I was pleased because my neighbour was Romanian. So
yeah, I quite like Romania.
Now, for me, the highlight, and when we've done this, we'll go through a few
Hang on,
comments.
let's talk about Slovakia. We've kind of brushed over Slovakia. I know it is another place that sounds like an animal, but it's not. We've got to give Slovakia.
Are we out to insult every single country in the world between us tonight?
Well, you've upset Belgium. Romanians like you.
Yeah,
Romanians like you. Yeah, Slovakia. Yes, I've just upset Slovakians now.
Yes.
So, yeah, I personally thought that they looked very good. That first game that they played against Belgium, they looked very, very good.
They won it, didn't they? So.
Yeah. Should we really have been getting beat by them in the round of 16? No, most definitely not. I don't think they were that good. If we was playing at full pelt and full tilt, we would have been. And to be fair, just coming on to this, teams win these tournaments for a bit of luck. Greece, for example, Portugal finishing 3rd on 3 points, managing to get through. Denmark, they didn't even qualify until I think it was the Soviet Union got kicked out. Again,
Yugoslavia
was it Yugoslavia?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
One of the two, yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it was Yugoslavia.
Yeah. So I think.
But do you not think
a little
though?
bit of luck, isn't it? Really,
it is. But also, when you get through to the knockout competition, part of the competition, it's like the FA Cup. You're going to get shocks. You're going to get surprises. That's why we love the knockout competition.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember, I think it was 1982 World Cup or something like that, and you had a group, and then I think the top 2 from the groups all went through into another group. So you didn't have any knockout until you got to the final or whatever. But that's why we like the knockout competition. So we shouldn't be surprised when the likes of Slovakia do well against us, or Turkey do well against somebody or whatever, because that's knockout football. It's 90 minutes of 120 plus penalties sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't be surprised. No, fair play. And look, I tell you what, we'll do Group F. What we'll do is I will order us another drink, and then you can just go through some.
Yes. It's just put. Are you just live on Twitch? To be honest, Twitch is like a little bit of a side platform, but come find us on YouTube. So you can find us on LTIDFTV.
LTID TV.
Yeah, you said it better. Yeah. Or you can find UTC IAD on YouTube.
Yes.
We are there. So, come and subscribe to us both. We talk bullshit most of the week. So, there's lots to...
The reason, I've got to be honest with you, Jeff, the reason...
Jess.
Sorry, I thought you said Jeff before, didn't you? I can't see from there.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable.
Jess, I apologise. The reason that
probably logged off now.
The reason that I don't go on to Twitch is because most people that come on from Twitch, all they do is come on and go, I can get you 4,000 followers, blah blah blah. So for me, I kind of don't touch Twitch anymore. It's a pain, and that's all that you end up getting.
You're just a miserable shitbag, aren't you?
Well, you and me both. That's why we get on.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
Group F. Now look, this to me provided the moment of the tournament.
Go on.
Is there anything better than seeing Ronaldo in tears? I don't think there is.
No. No,
Possibly Margot Robbie naked in the shower. I will give you that.
Yeah,
But
I'd rather
it is
watch
up there.
Margot
It is
Robbie
up there,
naked
isn't
in the
it?
shower.
I mean,
You know,
two
Ronaldo.
things here. I can't stand Ronaldo. He's a cheat. We know that from when he winked.
I can't stand Bruno Fernandes or Pepe or anything.
No.
Oh, we're going to upset Portugal.
No, let's just upset Portugal.
And I tell you what, I've
Manchester as
I've
well.
got Portuguese cousins as well. So.
Yeah. But no, I can't stand the guy. And I was crying with laughter when I saw him crying. But now I'm going to say this: I say I don't like him, but I have got a newfound respect for Ronaldo. He missed that penalty. He was in tears. Excuse me. And then at the end, he stood up and took the first penalty in the penalty shootout and scored it. And I've got to say, Ronaldo, respect you for doing that.
I would have pissed myself laughing if he had missed that second one.
Oh, yeah, of course. But he didn't.
Yeah.
So I've got to say, respect to him for having the balls to actually go and do it.
To be honest, this group was, interesting. I thought Turkey looked, very, very good.
Yes, they did.
They were the side.
They were giving one or two of stuff in, weren't they?
They were, yes. I honestly think Turkey, looked very, very good throughout this whole tournament. They were the surprise package for me. Georgia, getting through.
Yeah,
great for them.
Well, they obviously
haven't
haven't waited for the midnight train, have they?
No.
Midnight train to Georgia.
Midnight train to Georgia. I don't know how it goes. So
nothing like that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we should think up some new songs for Gareth Southgate.
Yes.
My mind's working over.
God help us.
And as you...
While you're thinking, I'm going to say, how fucking awful at penalties were Czechia.
Yeah. Czech Republic. Although, for some reason, they're renamed Czechia.
Well, that's what they're called. That's their proper...
Is it Czechia or Czechia? Czechia. Yeah.
What an awful penalty shootout that was.
You're going to really upset Czechia now.
They were crap at penalties. I mean, not being enough for England at our worst were not that bad.
Do you want to upset the Turkish? They do
I quite like Turkey.
Yeah, I do. They do good barber shops.
They do.
Good kebabs.
They do.
Yeah.
But no, fair play to them. I mean, Portugal, they lost the last game. Who did they play in the last game? Oh, it was... did they play Turkey? It was Turkey, wasn't it, in the last game? Oh, no, it was Czechia. No, it wasn't. Who did they play in the last game for? Was it Georgia?
Georgia.
So, fair play to them. But that was the groups. Anyway, what we'll do next, ladies and gentlefolk, is we will talk last 16. But while you move on, just read some of the comments out, make people feel like they're part of the show.
Yes.
And I will order another pint.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's all right.
So, James H says, lads, can we have a few words on Ollie Watkins' goal last night?
We'll get to that. We'll get
huge
to
adrenaline
it.
buzz up the city. Yeah, we will definitely touch on that.
Yeah.
Craig, you wanted Southgate sacked. Yeah, very true. Swiss are always on time.
Was that Doug?
No, that's John Bond. Southgate out. Matt laughed when I said Walker alongside Stones at 3 at the back. To be honest, I didn't see that myself. I actually, predicted the formation for yesterday. But the thing is I went with, I didn't go with Walker. I put Conser and Gooey. I decided Stones. So, yeah, to be honest. Wayne said, can't beat a bit of Pilco. Everybody loves a bit of Pilco. Spencer said, do you think we will beat Spain? We'll come to that one as well. John said, Craig is Pilco. Yeah, to be honest, I am probably Carl Pilkington now. When I went over to India, I was just looking around like, don't know what where I'm going. Don't know where. That's not Carl Pilkington Manchester accent, is it? Let's be honest, that sounds more like Bristol. That did. Sorry. And Jess said, you people stream daily, or is this just a temporary thing? No, we Well, Chris streams a lot more than me. However,
Me age.
it's all on YouTube. Yeah, it's all on YouTube. Whereas, yeah, I'll do a lot of pre-recorded shows. So yeah, come and check us out, Jess, on YouTube, because that's where we are mainly based. So yeah, please do check us out. So, you know, I tell you what, I want to play this again, because I tell you what, I absolutely love this. How many people saw this when it first came out? You know, Gareth Southgate has got multiple jobs in this tournament. You know, let's be honest, he does do the AI thing is brilliant. You know, absolutely love that, but I can't really show those. But I will show this again. There you are. There we are. That copper was just completely dumbfounded. He's probably never gone home and said, "You know what? You look like Gareth Southgate, the England manager." You know, nobody's ever told him that until now. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody watching. 94 watching at the moment, Chris. You know, 94 watching. They're all dotted around different platforms. So, yeah, good to see. It says they're all watching on my channel.
We're on your channel.
Yes, yeah, they're all on my channel.
We're having a pint.
Oh, am I? Okay, all right then. So, yes, let's talk about. Oh, sorry, mate. Let's get a bit close there, weren't I?
Well, as always.
As always. Shall I move up a little bit closer?
No, move away. Move away.
Nice and cozy.
If you want this pint, you'll be wearing it in a minute.
Over my head. Let's talk about
Let's talk about the last 16.
the last 16. Yes.
Right. Let me just get it up. I've said that to you a few times.
Oh dear. Need to thumb it in. Well, that was Bo Selector. That was. Have you ever seen that?
I don't like those selectors.
Can you like that? No. With Mary on. The hell do you?
Yeah, that's why I don't
You
like
sexy
it.
beast.
Right, let's have a look here. The matches.
That was probably the worst. Probably the worst impression. I'm trying to think. Craig David.
No, I know who he is.
I'm doing some impressions here. Are you impressed by him or not really?
No. Right, here we go. Right, round of 16.
Right.
The first game up was Switzerland-Italy. Well done, Switzerland.
Yes, Italy were very, very poor
They were.
this game. You know, don't take anything away from the Swiss, but they were poor. Very poor. So, yeah. I was not surprised by this result at all.
No. I mean, they won that with time on their hands, didn't they?
They did, yeah, they did. I tell you what, that day I had, you know, and this is really sidetracking. Have you ever seen Rate My Takeaway?
No.
Rate My Takeaway. It's run by a guy called Danny. Now, my mate Brian showed me to this, introduced me to this. And what he does is he goes around the country, drives in this little van, and he gets a table.
There, guys, is the halfway mark. How far over is he? Go on.
So Danny.
Look at that.
Yeah, there we are. So Danny goes around the country, and the Otley Burger Company went to this. You know, there was like this food festival at Beta Park, and I tell you what, it was gorgeous. The burger was to die for. It was sexual burger, had all the relish in it. jalapenos. So yeah, I did that, and then I went to watch Switzerland versus Italy, which I did.
You're getting sexual with the burger. I'm not sitting that close to you, mate.
I tell you what, the curry and the cherry fox, I can smell it.
Anyway, I had no idea what you were talking about there, but let's get back to Sweden.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Sweden, they're not even in it.
No, they're not. Switzerland.
Yeah.
You're talking about fucking burgers. You're confusing me.
Otley Burger
So,
Company.
well done.
Proper nice.
Well done to Switzerland.
Proper nice burger.
Italy were very poor. What? Italy were poor. Italy were poor, weren't they?
Italy were terrible.
Yes.
So yeah.
Then the next game, Germany-Denmark. Now, had we not come top of the group, of course, that would have been us playing Germany.
Yeah.
And at that point in the competition, I don't think I would have fancied our chances.
I think we would have had to adapt to what we had played last night at that point, because Germany did look good. Let's be honest, the Spanish struggled to beat them and break them down. But Denmark gave them a battle. They did give them a battle. They did score against them, and if that had counted, it could have been a totally different game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, personally, I think after the Scotland game kind of flattered to see Germany.
Yes.
Because the thing was Scotland were that poor that it made Germany look better than they actually were.
Yes.
But yeah, to be fair, Denmark.
To be fair.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Denmark, a bit disappointed at this tournament in general. But that was probably their best game and they lost it.
And then we went on to the Sunday. England against Slovakia.
Oh, bloody hell. What were we doing for 94 minutes?
We were poor, weren't we?
We were worse than poor. We were absolute shite, put nicely. I'm sorry.
Don't hold back.
Absolute shit. There was no cohesion. There was no connection. Foden was running around like a lost puppy. Harry was getting pulled in and out of everywhere. And then it took a moment of brilliance from Jude Bellingham to actually rescue us.
Yes.
We were minutes, well, no, not minutes, seconds from going out of this tournament that we now find ourselves in the final of. And to be honest, that might be the moment that we look back on and go, oh, fucking hell, that's a
Dare I say,
turning.
name on the cup?
You've got to start thinking that way because there's been teams that have got that luck, and we could have easily gone out, and it would have only been our fault because at the end of the day, performance was absolutely terrible.
Yes,
absolutely atrocious. Got to be honest, it was just a naff day in general. So yeah.
And then, of course, Captain Kane came up and saved us.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Ivan Toney, I said he shouldn't have gone, and I was probably wrong because when he has come on, he has shown that he's got balls of steel.
Yes.
He's got wrecking balls in there. So
I think as well, and we'll come on to obviously in later games, but we've accused Southgate of having favourites.
Yeah.
Just smiled at me.
Who's that, Mavis?
No, the very nice waitress.
Oh, is that Chloe?
Yeah, it might be.
Chloe.
She's either smiling at me or that gentleman there.
It's probably that gentleman.
Probably is, but I like to think it's me, don't you? There we go.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much.
There we are. Do you want to say hello to the camera? That's all right. No problem at all. Thank you. There we are.
Thank you very much. Well,
Sorry, Chris got rejected.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone. Didn't want to come on camera.
Exactly.
What are we drinking there, fellas? Somebody's asked. You've got a Stowford Press.
I've got
a Punk IPA.
We do get a free drink each. So when it's that,
Cherry Fox.
I actually
You
get the
sweet talk,
expensive.
Chloe, don't you?
I do.
You do.
Yes.
You sweet talk.
I do. But no, when we get the free one, I go for something more expensive. But when I'm paying myself, I go for the cheapest one. But and what was I saying before about football? Oh, yeah. I was accused Southgate of having favourites and not having the balls to drop Kane. Well, against Switzerland and against Holland, he had the balls and it paid off.
I know, and this is where I think Southgate.
We might all end up swallowing words at the end of this tournament if we win it.
We could do.
But do you think it's a... Well, no, let me ask you this now while I think about it. If we win it, will it be because of Southgate or despite Southgate?
Despite Southgate.
Really?
Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, the side seemed to desert the time. But then again, Southgate's man management since that point has changed. But we could have easily gone out. We could easily have been back here by a couple of weeks. So...
Like Scotland, is what you're saying.
Yeah, not as early as Scottish, but still,
But I've said this before. When Bobby Robson was manager, I think it was Italia '90. We got through to the semis. We were very close. We had a very poor start then. It was only the players going and having a meeting with him, and he listened to what the players were saying, that we got as far as we did. But so that was, we got through anyway. That was, again. Look, if we win it, yes, I agree. But like I say, is our name on the? I can remember the first time we won the League Cup under Martin O'Neill. On that run, I think 3 games in that run all went to penalties, and we won all 3 of them. And I think I remember saying, "Our name's on this." Sometimes you just have. Now we're up against Spain, who faced Georgia.
Georgia, and this is no discredit to them. Georgia struggled. They couldn't get really the shots in. They were lacking in that final third.
But who hasn't been?
But yeah, very true. I think Georgia, unfortunately, was just a bit underpowered.
Georgia went ahead, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
And
very
for
true.
a while, it took Spain quite a while to get back into that game. Obviously, at the end, you've got to say it's like Man United playing Rochdale in the FA Cup and Rochdale holding on for 80 minutes and then they just get knackered at the end or what have you. But Spain, having watched that game, and I was thinking, actually, Spain aren't all that. Georgia are doing well against them. So I think it gives me a little bit of hope against them on Sunday.
Yeah, it does. We'll come to Sunday's game in a moment because I think, it's a big
and then on Monday,
Monday.
2 of the most boring games, and this is the penalties that I was talking about. I was getting my games mixed up. This is going to be the worst day of football in my life. France against Belgium. This is the second team in the world, second highest. We got FIFA rankings. Argentina are top. France are second. Belgium are third. That France-Belgium game in the round of 16 was like watching Forest Green Rovers against Newport County.
How the fuck are Belgium third in the world?
Well, I don't know, but they are.
Yeah.
But
they're not very good. So
that was an awful game, wasn't it?
Oh, to be honest, it was. Honestly, you could have fallen asleep.
Yes.
It's a good job it was the first one. But then Portugal, Slovenia should have really, in normal time, beaten Portugal. Then you had Cristiano Ronaldo bawling his eyes out because he's a big fucking baby. You know, the,
Agree with you, mate.
yeah,
I'm not
bawling
disagreeing.
his eyes out because he's a big fucking baby. You know, because he missed the penalty. Instead of manning up, getting on with it, it happens to everybody. You know, you didn't see Harry Kane go.
Oh, against France? No.
No. You know, at the end of the day, he got on with it. You've got, you know, yeah, Cristiano, you're not going to win another thing. You're not going to win another.
I'm going to come back to you with something you threw at me a few weeks ago when we last did this a couple of times, and I have raised this up with other people.
What's the England flag and what's the Spanish flag?
No. Come to that later. But Cristiano Ronaldo is playing in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
The level of football he's playing week in, week out. I could go to Saudi Arabia and be a fucking good footballer. That's how, you know, it is awful. And I think that has affected those players. Kante, and I love Kante, obviously, for what he did against them for Leicester.
Yeah.
He wasn't that brilliant
he's not,
this time.
he's not
And he's in
level.
Saudi Arabia now.
Yeah.
And I think it really, and you raise this, and I have to agree with you, you're probably right that it has affected these players overall. He was selected not on form, but on the fact that his name. I'm not sure what game it was, whether he was on for a record or what have you, but there's only one guy shooting from the Portuguese team, and that was him.
Yeah.
But when it came, I say he did have the bottle to stand up and do the penalties. But one it was Slovenia, wasn't it? Who were
Slovenia.
awful
Slovenia's penalties were
I
awful.
thought it was the Czech Republic, but Slovenia. What?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you say about Southgate, well, come on, I'll wait. I'll leave that for the next one. But then we came to the last two games, which, I mean, had that piss poor day of football. You had two, I think, amazing games.
Do you know what? The Netherlands thrashing Romania. I didn't see that coming.
No,
I thought Romania were quite decent.
And by now, of course, we're looking at, if you've got one of the charts on your computer, when I was a kid, we used to have them up on the walls and what have you, and you can see who you're going to play.
Yeah.
And it was obvious that we were probably going to end up with Netherlands.
Yeah.
And when I saw the way they played against Romania, I thought, we've been saying this is the easy side.
Yeah.
We've got the Italians have been knocked out, so we've got Switzerland. We should probably beat them. But hang on, this Netherlands side are growing into the tournament like Germany do.
Yeah, very true, very true. And, you know, Romania, I don't think they just rolled over and let the Dutch tickle their belly. They put up a bit of a fight, but at the same time, the Netherlands at that point, you know, they picked up and started peaking. That's why last night was such a good result. Because I don't think the Netherlands are as poor as everybody makes out. Some Jordan was going, oh, well, an average Dutch side. No, they're not an average Dutch side. No. They're a decent side. Virgil van Dijk, you've got Cody Gakpo, Depay, Dumfries, you've got all these players.
But that was a good game.
Yeah.
Then, for me,
possibly one of the games of the tournament, actually.
I was going to say, two very good games and then a bad day of two awful games. To me, the match of the tournament so far, Austria-Turkey.
You just copied me on that. Well, I knew which way you was going, because we've talked about this before. So I probably copied you and then, you know, just taking credit for it.
Anyway.
You're all right. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll just take credit for it.
But to me, I think it was an edge of the seat match. It could have gone either way, right up until the end. I mean, Austria. I couldn't choose this one. I couldn't put a fact paper between them because you've got Austria who had come top of the group, had done really well. Turkey who had been impressive.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, I thought Wreck-It Ralph was going to do his thing here.
Yeah.
Wait till later. Wait till we're off camera, please.
Should we do chicken goggles? Right, here we go. Has anybody ever played chicken goggles? Right, chicken goggles is a game. You play it at university. So you go chicken goggles up, and if you go, goes that way. Or if you go, goes that way. Chris, you're out because you didn't do it. And if you go, then it passes right across the room. That's fucking brilliant. It passes to the person that you're looking at. Honestly.
Am I missing something? This is what you did at university,
you said about
was it?
turkey. So I said gobble gobble and then compared it to chicken gobbles. Honestly, chicken gobbles is one of the greatest games you'll ever fucking learn. Chris, we have to get a load of people together and just do chicken gobbles.
One question. Mm-hmm. How old are you?
38.
Can you start acting it? and not a game that you play at infant school.
No, to be honest,
anyway, Austria
sound as well.
Are you still there, Matt? Get down. You know where we are. Come on down here. I'll chuck him. He can. Oh, next week, Matt. You and me. Jesus Christ. You know, each week I think it can't get any worse. And do you know what? It does. Any week. Have you finished?
We're still in the last 16 games. You said about turkey, and I'm saying make fucking gobble gobble sounds. Hey, you get this for free. You don't even need to pay for it, do you?
But if you want to become a member of my channel, it's only
become a member of my channel.
Mine is $1.99 a month.
Mine's only 99p.
Yes, but it was about £5 at the start. You had to drop it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's a little bit over excessive.
But
everybody's probably looked at it and gone, fuck that. Yeah.
I can just say, I don't know if he's in. I don't know if he's in. Dino, he came up right at the start of the show. My newest member. Thank you, Dino. You're a gentleman, sir. Austria-Turkey, best game of the tournament up until that point.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it was end-to-end. And I think those two teams put the likes of France and Belgium to shame.
Yeah, they would try and they were doing everything to get through. So, yeah, full credit to both of those teams.
Yes. And then we got through to the quarter-finals.
The quarter-finals,
yes.
Have you seen that advert about Qatar, with the Euro trophy? It's just being taken around Qatar. And I thought Qatar's not a European country.
No, but they're one of the big sponsors, aren't they? They're sponsoring the tournament.
Are they trying to get a place in Euro 2028?
Well, look, Australia's in the Eurovision. Anything could happen.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Eurovision.
I'll tell you what. I could win the Eurovision by playing the spoons.
Need to. Why don't you say? I don't get that.
No,
I think best ignored. I think.
Yeah, I don't know what that's on about.
We'll move on from that. So, quarterfinals, Spain, Germany. Again, I was looking forward to.
Yes.
Because I think when you've looked at all the games that have been played, this to me, after the disappointment of France, Belgium, was the one that should have lit up the tournament. I'm not sure it did.
It was going to be difficult. It was always going to be difficult. It was always going to be cagey. And so it showed. So, Germany's knocked Germany out of the competition. It was always going to be really, 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 really tough. So, I think, I wasn't surprised that this was cagey game.
And then we had Portugal, France.
Another
penalties.
Brilliant game. Possibly one of the worst performances. Of course, this time Portugal got their comeuppance. They're not as good as taking penalties. Ronaldo had another cry because this is probably his last tournament. Because to be fair, no, it's not going to be his last tournament. He's going to go to the World Cup in 2026, and it's going to be an absolute fucking shambles. I'm sorry, but it's going to be an absolute shambles. So, yeah, hand on heart. Yeah, I think.
Then on Saturday.
Saturday night when the big pretty baby. And that's probably really, really, really strange song to sing on this.
You are just a really, really, really strange man.
Thanks very much.
That's all right. England, Switzerland.
I'll take that.
England,
He loves
Switzerland.
me, really. He loves me. Right.
Yes,
England,
I love him
Switzerland.
like having a turd. England, Switzerland, 1-1. Switzerland went ahead.
Do you know what? This was a battle. The Swiss, we've said it before.
On a roll.
Are not a bad. Yeah, they're on a roll, and they're not a bad side.
Tell you what though, the flag's a big plus.
It is, yeah. Why is it a different shape to the rest of the flags?
Vatican's a different shape flag as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
It really pisses me off, but it shouldn't really piss me off because it's such a strange
First
thing to piss you
world
off.
problems, I think we can say.
Yeah, to be honest, it shouldn't piss you off because it's just a strange thing. But yeah, personally, I think it was a very, very, very tough game. So yeah, I think Bukayo Saka, without a shadow of a doubt, the player of the match. Without a shadow of a doubt, the player of the match.
Yes.
He's probably been one of the men of the tournament, to be honest, so far. I absolutely love Bukayo. I actually had a tear in my eye when he scored that penalty in dispatch.
A bit of a Stuart Pearce moment, as they said on the telly.
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
And he deserved it because the abuse he got. No. The abuse he got.
I tell you what, Bellingham would have got in a lot more trouble if he started going like that.
Yes. Oh, it was fucking ridiculous, wasn't it? But look,
I don't know what. To be honest, it wasn't offensive at all.
well, you know, they don't worry about fans. I mean, have you ever heard anything about these fans throwing coins and beers at people taking corners? No. Have you heard about Bellingham cupping his balls? Oh yes, because that's really.
But he wasn't cupping his balls.
Or pretending to. But look, I know I have got to say, total respect to Saka. He has come back from that, and the abuse, not just Saka, there's a couple of players. The abuse they got was
horrible.
disgusting.
It's
And
really
though, I know we laugh and joke on here about hating the French and what have you. Just a fact, I hate the French. But,
I don't hate the French. I quite love the French.
well,
French are all right.
I don't.
You don't.
But no. But no, all joking aside, there's banter, and then there is the abuse that they got. And that was not deserved at all. And last time, what basically and Southgate has turned us into a penalty machine. You know, 2 penalties. We've won them both, and we've scored 5 out of 5 in them both. And you know, he practices penalties, and he says those players that score the most penalties are the ones that will take the penalties the first 5. So the top 5 penalty takers in training will be the 5 penalty takers on the match.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. But well done. We came through 5-3 on penalties, and then we had Netherlands Turkey.
Penalties now.
We are.
Yeah.
Netherlands Turkey.
This game had it all, really. You know, I actually think that this was quite a tight game, quite cagey. The Dutch were lucky.
Yes.
Of course, Turkey went and goal up. You know, I actually wanted the Netherlands in the semi-finals, which is what we got, because I was worried about the Turkish. I really was.
I find the Turkish very delightful.
You know, to be fair, there's great kebab shops.
Turkish delight.
Great Turkish delight. Great kebab shops. And I tell you what, you know, barber shops. You know, they're great for that as well.
They were cut above the rest.
They are covered the
Yes,
rest.
yes.
Do you know what? I had a haircut, right? This is going back a couple of years. So it was probably about the 3rd of January 2022.
About, I mean, that you know, that, how often do you have a haircut that you can remember the date precisely?
And to be honest, it's because I was just going to start a new job. No, it was probably before that, actually. No, it was that. No, I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. But, you know, the hair has grown a little bit too big. A little bit too big. And I'll tell you what, they did a fucking fantastic
At least
job.
you've got hair.
It was a barber shop in Reading. The only thing
A
that
long way
shocked
to go
me
for
about
a
it,
haircut.
I was up there. The thing was, you know, gave a good trim and all that, and I thought, oh yeah, it's nearly done. No. Start shaving the eyebrows.
Yeah.
It's fine. Not a problem. Shaving the beard. Your beard. Be nice. And then, gets out the stick. Sticks it in some methylated spirit. And sets the thing on fire and starts going.
Ah,
And I thought, what the fuck are you doing?
yes. You had the full Monty then.
The full Monty. I thought, what the fuck are you doing?
Well,
You know,
the one in Bournemouth, I go to the
he did a
one.
very good job there,
Yes.
actually.
The one
He
I
did
go
work.
to is Turkish as well. A lot of these places are Turkish. And as Nigel Farage says, why do they only ever take cash? Anyway, they do hot wax in the ear and up the nose.
Do they?
Stings. Anyway,
Right.
lost to Netherlands. Lost to Netherlands. Do you fancy a semi?
Not at this moment in time, you know. But Spain versus France was our first semi.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what a semi it was. You know, to be honest, the French decided to play finally. But
Yes,
to be
they
honest,
did. Scored, I
the
actually
Spanish-
scored an own goal. I scored a goal that wasn't an own goal from open play.
Yeah. I was very impressed with the French initially, but the Spanish come straight back into it. I'd rather still be playing French than I would the Spanish.
Yes, I think France. Oh, well, look, they've lost. So they were the more beatable of the two sides, definitely. You know. And then, right, we've taken a long way to get here. It's taken us 1 hour 32 minutes.
I know. Should we do chicken dog as well?
No. So, Netherlands, England.
Netherlands.
I was quite confident going into this, but we went behind. Now, look,
I said
this
I
is
was
a
confident,
bugbear.
but you know, at the end of the day, I was.
this is a bugbear of mine. If you don't mind me saying, I'm going to say this. Let me get this rant off my chest. What is it with fucking defenders and turning the back on the ball?
Yeah,
Because
I know that.
Rice, Declan Rice,
They're
lost the
completely
ball.
different names.
I know. Declan Rice,
Right,
lost the
right,
ball.
baby. Right, baby.
Uncle Ben's nephew. He lost the ball, and the guy, obviously whoever scored, I can't remember now, ran forward. And if you look, when the Dutch player shot, and it was a great goal, let's take nothing away from it. But if you look at Walker, he's turning his back on the ball. Now, look, I'm a big bloke. I'm fat, I'm overweight, I know this. But if you look at me from the side, look again. Again. Why is it with you? I'm going to bring up.
You're cuddly like a teddy bear.
Again.
Look, yeah,
So look.
He wants to just be centre of attention, doesn't he? Like a fucking teddy bear, isn't you?
There we go. Get rid of him. No, look.
Everybody wants
If
to
you
see
look
my
at
beautiful
me,
face.
you can still see your beautiful face. Well, your face. Right. As you look at me here, look how much space I'm taking up. But if I turn to the side, if I turn to the side,
Yes.
it's a lot smaller. And that's what Walker did. And I actually blame Walker for that goal.
Yeah.
Because he turned on the side. If he'd have faced it and had the balls to do that, and he's a big bloke, he shouldn't be scared, it would have hit him and probably not gone in the goal.
Why can't players do what John Terry used to do? To be honest,
What,
John
fuck
Terry.
somebody else's wife?
Oh dear.
Ask you for a friend.
Oh, fucking hell. We shall move swiftly on from that. Keys in the bowl, everybody.
You opened the door. I had to walk through.
Keys in the bowl, everyone.
No, you know that's how you. I did that once. I went to a party once. And I thought, oh, I'll have a bit of that. So I took the keys in the bowl. Yeah, everybody was
But you
mad.
probably ended up with bored.
Everybody was pissed off. It really did ruin the drive. I love the fact.
I'm going to project our fucking view.
I love the fact that you believed me.
I thought you had gone to a party, a swingers party. Chris at the swingers party. Whose wife's getting tonight? But they had the fucking stick.
I tell you what.
Oh, it's the fluffy stick.
I fancied a bit of sorry. What parties do you go to? Oh, stickler.
Have you ever seen your channel? Have you ever seen your
Can I just say, I really fancied some trifles.
Have you ever seen on Channel 4 where where they went into a swingers pub? I think it was in like Warwick or Herefordshire or somewhere fucking like this. And they've gone in there, and there's all these couples turning up, and they're all like, getting ready to have a good time. And there's not one single old lady who's probably about 80 years old walking around trying to get involved. She was left on her own. It's fucking strange. Channel 4.
No, it wasn't. No, it was Pornhub, and you know it. Yes, it was. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the fact. That's going to get clipped. The fact that you
Keys in the bowl,
really
everyone.
believed that.
Chris goes to swingers parties.
And it,
Where's the football talk, Colin? He's just gone into fucking bed.
and it really ruined the trifle.
It's a good job.
And then that was it. That was
Good
the
job
joke.
you didn't chuck it in with a spaghetti bolognese. You got an Italian.
Possibly. But then you came up with an arse tickler somehow. I don't know.
No. I was saying because of the swingers parties, they would have, all these toys, so to speak.
I don't know what you mean. You know these toys, obviously.
I can't see anybody.
Obviously,
who's that
speaking from experience.
Oh,
Look, our viewers have gone up.
Yeah, can you imagine? What you got to put the blindfold? I can't see anybody. Oh, who's that? Oh, Maud.
Anyone who's just tuned in, by the way, can I just say welcome to Pornhub Live?
Oh my God.
Oh God Almighty. Anyway, Netherlands, England. We were talking about that, weren't we?
Yes.
Now we went 1-0 down, and I don't know. I didn't feel that worried. I felt like here we go again because we'd gone behind so many times in this tournament that coming back from behind, and you always like to come behind. Coming back from behind.
You do with Maud. You do
Coming
with
back.
Maud.
She's your imagination, not mine. But coming back from behind didn't worry me, and I thought we'd done it again with Saka. That was a pretty close offside, wasn't it?
Oh, it was, yeah. Foden should have got a goal. You know,
Oh, that was unlucky. That was excellent.
excellent
He was playing in that formation that we had yesterday. And please,
First
Gary,
half, we were
start
immense.
with that same formation. I think you've got to have Shaw on instead of Trippier, but start with that formation. Foden, best game he's had so far. I've got to say, though, and I had a huge... There was 3 of us watching it last night, me and 2 mates, and we couldn't agree on penalty or no penalty. Was it a penalty?
No, but we had things given against us.
It was a penalty.
We've had things given against us. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yes, I will take it because it was a penalty. The guy did not get anything on the ball and nearly took Kane's foot off. Now, they're saying about how bad this referee was because he was involved in that bribe years and years ago, and Bellingham had a go at him in a Champions League game, hadn't he? But I thought the referee had a pretty good game overall.
I do, yeah, I do.
And he went, and as soon as he went to the monitor, you think he's going to give this. Because you know they're 9 times out of 10. But on Gary Neville, shut the fuck up. You're English, and he's going, oh, it shouldn't be a penalty. Who the fuck cares, Gary Neville? You're a wanker. You know, he does. He talks the biggest. I mean, when will ITV, BBC, and all these other Channel 4s and all BT and Sky realise we don't want to listen to ex-footballers talking shit? We just want to watch the game. Finish the game, and then we can all go off and watch, you know, Charlie's Angels or something, you know.
Annie McCoy kept commenting, oh, not a penalty. And I thought...
Yes. Well, he's Scottish, wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought where have Scotland been in this position?
Yeah.
Never. That's the thing. Scotland have never been there.
No.
Sorry, Doug.
But no, I do think it was a penalty, personally.
Yeah.
Kane, about his foot hanging off, put it away coolly,
Yes.
and it was 1-1. Now, and I come back to my point I said
We were the better
earlier.
side. You know,
In that first half,
Foden.
we were the much better. Although they hit the post as well. They hit the bar, didn't they?
They did, yeah. And to be honest, they're a decent side.
Yeah.
That's why I'm pleased with that result. They weren't shit.
No,
You
not at
know,
all.
if we were going into this game against Spain, I'd be worried, you know, beating Slovenia in a semi-final. But not that probably would happen, but,
No.
you know, beating somebody who, you know, or there's been this argument now that we've chosen our way through the tournament. You know, what's the best route through a tournament? The thing was last night we played a team that were a good side.
Yes.
And the thing is, that gives me more faith going into this game against Spain than, you know, it does. So, yeah.
Okay, I mean, I want to say, right, you can only play who's in front of you.
Yeah. We're going to have somebody very good in front of us.
Yeah. If we hadn't won the group, we would have got Germany. And yes, on that side or the top half or the left side, however you set your planners out, you had Germany, you had France, you had Portugal, Spain. Spain. So you had 4 and Belgium.
Yeah.
You had 5 really, really, really good teams there. On our side, technically speaking, you had Holland, England, Italy.
Italy were
But technically they were
Yeah.
they were powerhouse of European football, really. Let's be honest. So you know, it wasn't like we had nobody on our side of the draw. But you can only play. I mean, you know, when this draw was made, and you know, it's all done pulling balls out and what have you.
pulling your balls out.
Yes. Nice to get the air on them every now and again.
He is, isn't it? Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to lick. Especially when you're trying to lick trifle off your car keys.
Well, Maud might have been licking the old cream of yours. You know, oh, there we go.
Yeah, let's move on.
You'll have the fluffy, blindfold on you. Oh, who's that?
He's talking from knowledge here, isn't
Who's
he?
that? And then all of a sudden, what? What are you doing? What a load of shit we are talking
No.
about.
I think what a load of shit you were talking.
Do you know what? Love this show.
Yeah.
Absolutely love this show. It's funny.
But so we can't choose who we're going to play, can we? You know, we've got to play however the tournament works out. And we actually ended up on that side of the draw. That's just the way it worked out. So we've got Spain in the final on Sunday. Probably, like I say, the team that I had as, just checking, the team that I had as winners of the tournament. Are England
bloody recently?
No, from the first game when they beat Croatia 3-0, I thought they're going to win it. That said, we have rode our luck.
Yeah.
That Slovakia game might have just been the moment when they went, wow, actually, somebody up there likes us.
Do you know what though? This is no longer a tournament. This is the way that we need to approach this. This is no longer a tournament. We win this game, you know, we're European champions, and we've done, you know, a fantastic job. You know, it is literally a one-game thing now.
Yes.
Win this, you know.
Do you know what? You're right, because it is a one-game thing. There's only one game left.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Is this is how it should be approached. One game, you know, to make history, and we've got to all be on it, all perform well, and I honestly have a little bit of faith now, because the thing is we know how good the Spanish are. There's going to be a lot of pressure on them. There will be a lot of pressure.
They are favourites, I think.
They are favourites.
Although at the start of the tournament, Spain and England were joint favourites to win the whole thing, and that was right at the start of the tournament.
Yeah.
So the bookies got it right, in fairness.
But I personally think that, you know, we've had that bit of luck. You know, you need that bit of luck.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of pressure. Yamin Lamau, now, he showed it the other night that he wasn't fazed by it. But this is another step up again. This is, you know, potentially, this is the biggest game of his career. You know, how many players have we seen go missing in finals?
Yeah.
I don't think we went missing. No players went missing in that Euro 2020 final. And the reason why I say that, nobody went missing. What we did was we followed what Southgate wanted to do. So, of course, we went 1-0 up. It was way too early. It was dangerous. I hope that doesn't happen again. You know, okay, yeah, I want to be the first team to score, don't get me wrong. But, you know, going 1-0 up in 5 minutes is not necessarily a good thing.
Look, would going a goal down, would going a goal down actually be better? Because, again, we have come back a few times from being that goal down.
Yeah.
And maybe that would just, like, that means we've got to play we've got to go and attack the game, haven't we? Rather than defend a 1-0 lead.
I'd rather not go goal down in this game against Spain. But I'm confident the players can handle it if we do. Now, the other way to look at it is I think that this game will be a cagey 1-0 win. It's not going to be a classic. It's going to be very, very cagey. It's going to be two teams trying to thwart each other. They're going to try and thwart us, and we're going to try and thwart them. You know, at the end of the day, I think this will be a cagey 1-0 win. But I tell you, the man who will score the winner, Jude Bellingham.
It's kind of written in the stars, I guess, isn't it? Do you think, right, and again, you know, Southgate has turned, whatever we say, he's got us to another final. He's got us to two finals in a row. That has never, ever happened with England before. We've never been in two finals in a row before.
No.
How many of these players were in the Italian finals? Because it was only 3 years ago because of COVID. So a lot of this team were in that Italian final.
Yeah.
They've got the experience of the big occasion. They know what it's like. And let's be honest with you, last time, they had a home crowd behind them.
They did, yeah.
Which and a lot of expectation. They haven't got that this time. Yes, there'll be obviously a large England contingent, but it's not like playing on your home soil.
I actually think this might actually work in our favour because when you're playing at home, that pressure is on you.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People were expecting to win at Wembley. Like 1966 final. Everybody expected them to win, and they did. And I think that's the English philosophy. Is because of that. There's that philosophy of
can you just imagine if we do it? My God, we can forget 58 years of hurt. We can forget all that bullshit. We can just say we've done it again. Let's get on with
World
it.
Cup yet.
Yes, we have. 1966.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah, but it's just winning something. Don't piss on the party.
Yeah. Here's a question for you as well.
Ask.
You're right. I think, personally, this is a harder tournament to win than the World Cup is.
Explain.
Quality of teams that are in it. Now, if you think about it, now I'm not... This is going to sound really disrespectful. South America, you've got Brazil, Argentina. Apart from that, Colombia on the outskirts. Paraguay's been there. But Venezuela are a side that's coming.
Well, those are the big three: Argentina, Brazil, Colombia. They are the big three. Yeah.
Africa,
Waka, this time for Africa.
Some teams have flirted. Ghana were very good. Ivory Coast were very good at one point. Morocco were good at the last World Cup. Apart from that, not much. Oceania, Australia, of course, a bit underdogs. New Zealand, Asia, not really. There's not many countries that you would say at football. Japan's probably the best. South Korea's probably up there with them as well. And that leaves one continent where football rules supreme, and that is Europe. Now, when you think about it, there is how many teams get into a World Cup, or what did I know it's all
32, wasn't it?
Yeah, but from Europe. How many qualify from Europe? I believe that's right. I can fly. Don't sing that. R. Kelly is it's not too popular at the moment. But yeah, when you think about it, there is there's 24 teams in this tour, and each of those teams have got their merit. Now, the quality of teams in Europe is a bit higher. There's going to be less European teams at the World Cup. We don't play European teams unless we're unlucky enough to get in the one group which has got another European team in there. So personally, I think this competition is harder because you're not coming up against the New Zealand. And I'm not being disrespectful here. Or the USA, not particularly very good. Mexico, perennial strugglers. You've had all sorts of teams in there. Iran weren't particularly very good. Fair play to them for getting there. You've had all sorts of.
Do you know what I'm really relieved about in this Euros? Is that the Netherlands never played Georgia. Because you'd have believed it was France versus England with the flags, wouldn't you? Just to bring it back to the final, Spain have won the last 5 out of 5. England have won 2 and drawn 3.
This worries me.
Head to head, Spain have won 10, England have won 13. We've both drawn 4, and obviously you can work the losses out as well. So it probably is going to be a very, very tight round. I actually won a bet because I put a bet on England winning within 90 minutes within the before.
I'd rather them win it in 90 minutes. I'd rather not have.
I'm actually a lucky charm. I forgot I put a bet on.
But if it goes to penalties, you know, we've got that confidence now.
Yes, we have.
We've got that, you know, where.
Anyway, look at the time.
You know, I can't believe it's on 1 hour 54 minutes.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, you know, let's be fair, it's completely different from the England goal. You know, we couldn't win a penalty shootout if we had a hole in our arse beforehand.
No.
Now it's very different. But Southgate,
He's the one.
could be. He's the one. I'll tell you what. Shall we? You've heard the Atomic Hit one. Should we do a Robbie Williams one? How does it go? If there's somebody turning me on, he's the one. Yes, Southgate's the one.
Right, ladies and gentlemen,
I tell you what, isn't that great? I tell you what, we. Shall I go on? What do you call it with Matthew Kelly? Stars in Their Eyes.
I just think that's still going.
No, I think it's gone.
Anyway, at 1:55,
I absolutely love it.
I love it as well. I just wish I had a better co-host. Matthew? Is he going off to do another show, Matthew?
I don't know.
Possibly. But look, thanks to everybody that's been watching, whether it's from one of my channels or one of Craig's 10 that he runs.
It's not on Think Local, Employ Global.
I'm surprised. Oh no, it won't because of the language we use. But look, yes. Whichever way, wherever you're watching it, please do give us a subscribe. Smash the likes. That really does help the channel. Don't press the bullshit.
Bullshit.
I can read you like an open book, and it's a Kama Sutra. Thanks very much, guys.
He's got to say something. Oh, yes. He's dirty bastard. Yeah.
I am going. I don't know about you. I can leave you to talk for another half hour if you want to. Yeah, I'm off.
Go hit the like, subscribe, the bell button on UTCID and Leicester Till I Die.
LTID TV.
There we go. Until the next one, guys, hopefully, fingers crossed, Gareth Southgate will actually do it for us. And I tell you what, mate, do you think I should speak to Robbie to do that?
I think
if there's somebody within Euro 2024, Southgate's the one. So Southgate's the one. There's somebody. He's on. Thanks for joining us, guys.
See you later, guys.
Next one.
Bye-bye.
I should be like you, Melvin.